KSBW photographer was there when officers fired multiple rounds, killing a 20-year-old woman on Friday. One man who did not want to be identified said the 6 shots he heard seemed excessive. I feel it was a lot of shots for one person. She was armed, but police were also heavily armed. We now know the woman who was killed was Brenda Rodriguez, but just what escalated her standoff with police is still unknown.
We had been speaking with her for some time. She had at least one weapon. The information I have is that she had a handgun, at least one, if not more.
The district attorney's office is handling the investigation, but some on Laurel have already decided police did what they had to do.
We are beginning tonight with the tragic death of a young boy caught in the crossfire of gang warfare.
Children are dying. Communities are being, torn apart.
Neighbors describe this grief-stricken family as kind, as quiet, and as very hardworking. And as you can see behind me this evening, their family and friends have joined them to mourn here at their East Laurel Drive home.
Hear the mom saying, my son got shot, my godson shot. So I went to talk to her, and I get inside the apartment, and I saw the kid on the floor full of blood.
6-year-old Azahel Cruz, an innocent victim of gang violence.
We believe that the intended targets of this were somewhere in that park area.
Neighbors say a car drove by Pocket Park and gunmen shot at gang members near the back fence of the Cruz home.
When I was cleaning my yard, and I hear 3 shots. So I jump on a chair and I look through the fence, and I saw these 2 guys running that way, Sureños.
This fence separates Pocket Park from Azahel Cruz's home. The bullet went through this fence right here. His family tells us the bullet hit Azahel through the open kitchen door and kept going through the kitchen wall, through to the living room, shattering a mirror, and finally stopped in the opposite living room wall. Several individuals were detained and questioned Tuesday night, none arrested, though they may have been the intended targets. But authorities say for whoever is responsible, this is a way of life.
This is probably a game to them. This is doing business as usual to them. It's a casualty of war to them. These guys are assassins. They're cold-blooded killers. They have no respect for life.
That's why one neighbor, who asked not to be identified, says he feels a responsibility for little Azahel Cruz's death.
It was kind of my fault, because I was going to call the police a week ago to tell them what's going on. But, I was scared of them, because I don't want... How about if they found out that I'm the one who called the police? I will get in trouble, because I got family too.
A teacher from Azahel's school offered his condolences to family.
Our teachers obviously are very, very distraught over this.
We are beginning with breaking news tonight. A 10-year-old girl shot as she walked past the Salinas Park around 7:30 this evening. Police say she was not the intended target, but the little girl is now the second young shooting victim in Salinas in just the past couple of weeks.
We spoke with residents there as well this evening. They say they're very upset that a little girl, was sent to the hospital tonight.
This little girl didn't have nothing to do with it, and she got shot.
A 10-year-old little girl, the most recent shooting victim in Salinas.
A 10-year-old little girl who was walking by the park with an adult and another child. The little girl was not the intended target.
Police say it was a drive-by at La Paz Park at Wood and Roosevelt Streets. A gunman shot the little girl in the leg by accident. A grandparent carried her home. Paramedics arrived shortly after, and firefighters put the crying girl in an ambulance as she winced in pain. This little girl is the second young victim of gunfire in a little more than 3 weeks. 6-year-old Azahel Cruz was shot and killed in his home on March 23rd. Neighbors, many with young children themselves, are outraged.
The kids are playing outside in that park constantly. They get home from school, there's kids out there playing softball, playing soccer, playing something. And if they can't be out there no more, where are they going to go?
I got a granddaughter. She's about a year and 8 months. If that's something happened to my granddaughter, I wouldn't even be standing here. I'll be looking for those guys right now, to be honest with you.
Police are. They're on the lookout for a vehicle that was spotted minutes later at LaSalle and Williams, where another shooting took place, but no one was hit.
It could happen to me. It could happen to her. It could happen to anybody. Get involved.
Now, the car, that vehicle that police are looking for tonight, they're describing it as a tan or silver compact vehicle, possibly a Mercedes, and it was again spotted at 2 different shootings tonight, so 2 opportunities for people to maybe have noticed a suspicious vehicle like this one.
The shooting happened last night. This one sending a 3-year-old girl to the hospital with a gunshot wound.
With the amount of gunfire that was unleashed on that home last night, one could only imagine that somebody wanted someone killed. Fortunately, no one was murdered, but that little innocent 3-year-old girl was caught in the gunfire.
It sounded like a machine gun. There were so many and so fast. It's so loud.
Angry in the Bolsa Nose area.
And as you can see, there's a lot of holes. They went through the house, through the couches, through the walls, into other rooms.
Investigators say as many as 16 shots were fired at the house Tuesday night around 9 o'clock. Possibly 2 gunmen firing at close range from just outside this window.
There's 2 guns going off. Because they were boom, 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 boom.
9 people were inside the home when the gunfire erupted. 3 people were hit, including a father who was watching TV with his 3-year-old daughter.
That was a targeted hit last night. It wasn't a random hit. They knew who they were going after, and they went after him, told him a message. And they'll go after him again until they kill somebody in that family.
In fact, somebody in that family has already been murdered. 23-year-old Troy Hill, the nephew of the woman we spoke with. This is video of him in a Salinas courtroom after being picked up for auto theft. He was shot to death on a seaside street corner. Someone may have a beef with his family.
And we don't know if it's related to that. We have no idea. Ever since Troy got shot, things have been a little bit scary for us. Now my son is fine and he will survive, and my granddaughter is going to have multiple surgeries because the bullet went right through her leg, through her bone.
This woman says her family has lived in the home for 22 years, and she says nobody in the house is connected with gangs or drugs. She's at a loss as to why anybody would want to harm her family.
Thank you very much, Felix. There was another incident in Monterey County, in Castroville. It's under investigation tonight, in which a 29-year-old man was shot in the thigh. Sheriff's deputies say that he walked himself to the North Monterey County Fire Station where he was taken to the hospital.
Yeah, so I don't know how far I'm going to take you guys today, because today's it's a sentimental run, man. Even though it's just like down the street, I go by it every day. You know, it's in the back of your mind every fucking day, every time you can't help to look. Especially nowadays with the COVID-19 and stay at home, and people are just coming back out in the protest. So I'm going to take you guys down to it's off Sanborn. It's right off Sanborn where I've been taking you guys. Actually, I've taken you guys there on this route as well. But I haven't really explained a lot of the situations that I already explained in the introduction of this video that I'm going to include when I upload the whole entirety of this run. I'm going to take a load. I'm cooling down right now, and I don't really mind, because I'm going to take you down a place where this 20-year-old girl was shot like over 10 times by the police, and she was killed, and in her car, and real close by there. I'm not going to show you the house where that happened. I think I showed you enough in the video. Out of respect for the family. I will show you the park. I'll probably take a lap or two inside the park. And I won't take you to the spot where the other 2 children were shot. I gotta get back going. There's gang members killing kids, bro. There's gang members killing gang members. There's black on black crime. There's brown on brown crime. There's white on white crime. Right? All that has to stop, bro. One step at a time. If we fix that, we could move forward, and hopefully things could change. It could trickle down towards the Latino community and so on, because we feel their pain. When you suffer, we suffer. Believe it or not, it's true. And it motivates me, and I'm so passionate. And I woke up this morning and I'm thinking, you know what? But I hope you watch this video so you can get the understanding of why I'm so passionate, why I'm so involved, why a 45-minute drive to San Jose is nothing to me, why I participated, why I'm participating in this. And I'm not going to deny the fact that we are also responsible for a lot of the death and crime that occurs. Mexicans are killing each other out here. Mexicans are killing other people. Other people are killing Mexicans. You know, it's just fucking weird, bro. The violence is never gonna fucking stop, right? It could if drastic changes have to occur, but only messages I have to say for right now, the first steps have to be structured. Structure your organizations. Let's get back to throwing down in the streets, bare knuckle fighting. I mean, we're not gonna fucking change the mind of Chapo Guzman and them, right? I mean, them motherfuckers out there, they're on a whole different level. But just, if they're listening to this message, all we tell you is just, man, give some hope for our children, man. Structure your own ways, handle your own people, your own business, get old and die, and that's it. Don't pass this on to nobody else, man. We have to unite as people. Where are my OGs at? Where the fuck are my OGs at? I'm gonna get back to running, homes. Let's talk a lot of running today. I'm gonna take you to down somewhere like I always do. We're done. And then we'll go to Laurel Extension, East Laurel Drive, because we're in East Side Salinas. And believe it or not, this talk kind of left me a little drained. And I respect these guys right here. The city worker. I think the ones that
on the bottom I rose up. Fucking suckers who chose up. Hit the trap, don't close up. 100 package to go up. 100 line for the
there's a lot of agricultural fields out here. And
on the bottom I rose up. Fucking suckers who chose up. Hit the trap, don't close up. 100 package to go up. 100 line for the pole up. Front line when she go up. Ice a bitch and it's so tough. First block got it sewn up.
That's what it takes.
Fucking suckers who chose up. Trap don't close up. 100 package to go up.
To do that kind of jobs, huh?
Front line when she go up. Ice a bitch and it's so tough. First block got it sewn up.
I don't want to wear
foreign whip in the 6 big.
We're too embarrassed to get a job.
Like
can't be embarrassed.
Around with a fag.
And you got kids,
on the
bones.
block at the back street. My family, I'm the only black sheep. I got money for my own team. Fuck the label, I'ma do my own thing. I represent for my home team. Ain't no love, that's the cold thing. Hit my plug up, need the whole thing. All cash money when I do business. All flash money when I do business. Dirty money, this is my business. My record, this money business. Hit the lick and I bust the mission. I ain't never had a pot to pick us up. Trippin' saying I don't listen. I'm from the trenches. I'm fuck with bitches on money business. We stacking digits and my whole team stay fucking winning. I pray to God cause I stay sitting. This Henry week got my head spinning.
Not this first light, but the second light.
Came up and it stole up. Fuck my bitch.
And it'll be on my own.
Fuck haters, you get no
For
love.
me?
I smoke weed and I roll up. Bitch, I'm from California. Big burners, what
But I
I
took that
load
rest
up.
and I started
Quarter
the
block
video,
where I post up. IG, I done grown up. Came up
probably
and
called
it
it a
stole
3-mile
up.
run today.
Front
I was thinking of doing before on video, but I think the conversation that I had with you guys earlier was more important. I just don't want to do a 5-mile run. We'll leave that for another day.
Fuck the label, I'ma do my own thing. I represent for my home team. Ain't no love, that's the cold thing. my plug up, need the whole thing. All cash money when I do business. All flash money when I do business. This dirty money, this is mafia business. Grimy records, this is money business. Hit the lick and I bust the mention. I ain't never had a pot to pieces. My trippin' saying I don't listen. I'm from the trenches, I don't fuck with bitches. All money business, we stacking digits. And my whole team stay fucking winning. I pray to God cause I stay sitting. This hand and weed got my head spinning. YG, I done grown up. Came up and it stole up. Fuck my bitch with no gloves. Fuck haters, you get.
I'm gonna make a right at this light. I'm not sure I haven't looked at Google Maps. Google Maps.
Corner blocks where I post up. YG, I done grown up. Came up and it stole up. Fuck my bitch with no gloves. Fuck haters, you get no
it's a mile and a half.
Weed and I roll up.
Stretch.
California. Big burners
We're gonna
wood
turn
I
right
load
here
up. Them corner blocks
onto
where I
the
post
end
up.
of Laurel, East Laurel Drive. So we'll call it a mile to round it down for all you haters. So a mile down, a mile up. But I'll probably make a turn somewhere to add a half a mile here and there. That way, the way back it'll be one way, 1.5. Both ways will be a total of 3 on video. But I'm only gonna be showing you 3 instead of the 4 that are officially on my log. Well, we're basically in the area. We're basically in the area where the woman was with the police. I'll leave it as that. So yes, this is where I live. This is what we encounter. Maybe not on a daily basis, but very often. Every year there's some shit going on. If it's not a police officer shooting, it's gang members killing each other, or some kids getting shot. But crime is real when it comes to gang violence. And gang violence is not necessarily involved for all the violence that occurs here in our city. So let's not just blame everything on the gang members. A lot of fucking thieves, drug dealers, organized crime, doing their own shit. Okay? What's up, man? What's up, OG? So this is the park where the kid was killed. I'm not gonna take it to the exact part, which wall it was, out of respect. I'm just gonna take you around. Little downhill right here. I missed my step there for a second. Oh, you guys didn't catch that, huh? Yeah, here's my shadow. So this is the park. I mean, what's wrong with playing basketball, right? You got kids from the community playing basketball. They get involved with some stupid shit. They make some enemies. Enemies come here. They start shooting. They miss the, like the video said, I guess the Sureños over here. The kids get shot. He dies. It trickles down to retaliation and people getting arrested. Like, more lives. You know, it's just stupid, guys. We gotta stop this. Well, I'm not trying to wash my hands or nothing like that. The reason I'm running out here with showing my face is the whole motherfucking neighborhood knows what the fuck I am. And motherfucker running. Because I'm a fucking OG. I was involved in this shit. But I didn't create this shit. I was born into it. And if I got any motherfucking hand in there, at least I can do this motherfucker make a difference. And be like, look,
much quicker. But now motherfuckers wasting their time. So now it's bigger than that. Now it's way bigger than that. I'm not saying, like I said in the beginning, I'm not saying you gotta stop what you gotta do. I'm just saying you gotta get structured. All these fucking peewees fucking it up for everybody. All these fucking stupid cops fucking it up for everybody. It's the same thing. No one's perfect. Everybody got their own dumb fucks in the neighborhood. And trigger happy cops. They don't know what the fuck. So my whole point to the cops is, we have rights too. We have right to bear arms. And this is the United States of America, so yes, when you approach somebody here, we're practicing our rights to bear arms. But you motherfuckers act like that's a crime. And you guys start fucking shooting. And that's some motherfucking bullshit. Nah, homies.
The journey of
if you guys don't keep all them trigger motherfuckers
with a single step.
Cops and shit, at least take the guns away and give them some non-lethal weapons. They don't get trigger happy with that shit. At least you won't be going home with you. That's some bullshit. We can't breathe up in this motherfucker.
We out you. Tell this watered down motherfucker to get out my way. It's a rhythm one. Name your rights before the money possession. Snatch out your wires. Now I see it's like that. What you thought you saw, your entire covenant will take that form. Wordsmith, vocalist. You know the label, street terrorist. Give me the mic and let me handle this.
I'm
your
out in the
name
corner.
got found on the takeout list. I'm in the mood. To flow something.
I'm gonna say at the end, I still got about
then I give them the blues. So I travel the world.
To the end of the street.
And reverse
So I'm gonna say,
make shit
when I get to the end of the street, I'm gonna call that
flip my whip,
I'm out.
for the glory, from the category, homie, territory war.
Yeah,
You know the story. You gotta keep fighting, adjusting, if you hope to survive. You hear me? It's real in the field. Dead ass right, I'm with the business.
Where my OGs at? Yeah, you're next.
Then I put it in the trash, no one never the same. There is room in, I want that fucking threat. It's a welcome to this jungle that we call the West.
Look at me.
Logistics just
Look at me, chat.
risk it. Freeze the music, keep it realistic and in real time. Not too far off, but we go all the way and we never stop. Error mile. When the tempers flare, no one care with the function and a killer stare. I'm advising, watch out. To keep it dormant on stage with the chopper all out performance. Then I'm going home. Avión privada. I give orders, soy el cara cortada. Say loco, Scarface. Se paint the picture with the menacing raps. With a block could twist you.
Just down the street.
Check this out.
This is my neighborhood.
The gods have equipped us to handle these difficult
If
things.
anybody would ask me if I'm scared of living here, no. It becomes part of your everyday life. You get used to it, you become a warrior.
Feds out here collecting receipts.
But there are some others that cower and retreat and hide and use their women as protection.
Got you thinking, huh?
Where my OGs at?
Part of business.
East Salinas, California. You with me, you're not. Look at the chat. You with me, you're not. Where my OGs at? That's what I'm telling you. You got motherfucker, you're not, motherfucker. Let's go, champ. You got it too. You can do this too, motherfucker. Let's go. So at the end of the street, I already made a left on video. I'm gonna make a right on video today. About another quarter mile. Complete a total of 1.5 mile video going down.
Hit the block and we poppin', I'm doubling up. Spread the gauge of the K and we poppin' the trunk.
So when I was on San Juan,
Sticking green every day, gotta double it up. Oh, in the cup. I'm plotting, I'm gunning and popping the trunk. and I'm chopping the cut. When I creep through me, said we be doubling up. Catch a K to the gut. You ain't making enough. Why you faking so tough? We not showing you love. Where that shit you was talking subliminal much? Giving a fuck to a hater. What's up? And they clapping like pussy. I'm daring a nigga to push me. You rookie. I'm veteran senior. I'm rocking a Letterman. Anger ain't settling. Let them talk but I lay low. Cause I'm steady getting peso. Bigger with a cake pop. I don't wanna catch a case low. Penetrating on the game slow. Surfing on the wave though. I be doing what I say so. If I'm saying what I'm saying, then I'm ticking like volcano. Ice redder than a Kano. More to comment on these niggas and I'm running in my payroll. I'm running, I'm gunning, I'm popping another. Living and spitting it when I the sun. I'm getting the grade. Ain't nothing to me. I'm throwing the three. Me rapping the easy. Hit the bluff and we plotting on doubling up. Try to gauge the K and we popping the truck.
I went through the front.
Sticky green every day, gotta cover it up. All of my haters, they follow me. I know they practice inside of me. Packing the heat on the side of me. Money is part of my policy. You do not want any parts of me. Parked in the whip and she topping me. After she climbing on top of me, riding me drastically, said it's her fantasy. Happily letting it happen to me like actually I'm a savage on beats. We not facing defeat, busy taking the lead. Leave your face on the street, I'm a space and delete. Surfing I slide, giving no reason to why. Giving my dick to a side, taking my slice of the pie. Look me inside of my eye. I take it these niggas that shy, but with my kick in the night, triggers get flicking on sight. Choosing and picking, no switching on right. That's in the position, the body lip dripping, I glide.
You keep fighting, but you end up like that. But you end up like that. That's not for you. I give a fuck how old you are. That's not for you. That life is not for you. You get your ass up, you get moving, you gotta go for yourself and you accomplish it. And when you do that, you work for another one. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, that'll be the quarter mile. Let's go down this way and we'll complete the last mile.
Living in an apartment all bunched up. And growing up a fucked up was rough. I had a puff of blood to stay sane. Instead I'm going insane. Is it the anger I feel flow in my vein? Or is it paranoia ball in my brain? I should've known I was part of the game. All they did was add a torch to my flame. Hard as hell the devil calling my name. I want the money, I ain't wanting the fame. Shit, I was born broke, I'm trying to die rich. You can live but don't touch, homie, that's my bitch. That's the pride talking till my coffin. I probably won't change much. My conscience don't stop, feel like a cocaine rush.
Standards of a man.
Fresh as fuck, I got the cocaine touch. Got some solid homies so they won't change up. But it's happening, addicted to ashes. Catch up under the mattress. And they gunning cause I run with the baddest. This time I trip, I'm still stuck with the baggage. Surely love, but I'm in love with the leader. The chance to leave it off was good, man, I'm probably that don't make me Hollywood, they probably call me sugar. Hell nah, but I'm shaking the demons off me. I wear the same Jesus piece in my pocket.
With the money.
There's a monster up the street like the Loch Ness. Don't blame my mama for it, G, it's what the block did. You gotta keep holding on. You gotta keep holding on.
I just want to change his way so we can continue supporting him economically.
You gotta keep holding on. When you're living in, you gotta keep holding on. When you're living in, you gotta keep holding on.
I got AJ beating. I got Louise. I got Joshua. Tyson Fury. Oh my God.
Wash it down with the late night booze. Now let me tell you about it. What you know about the midnight ride? Hold it down with the day one size. I need to tell you about it. Gotta stick to the book, it's what they telling me. But when the fella's out and about, another felony lurking, another remedy searching for the necessity. Smoking the penitentiary, hurting another one in the dirt. The circle of life, no time to give condolences. They say a man never shows all his emotions. He knows, but he doesn't tell it. He grows, but he won't forget it. It hurts, but he doesn't feel it. Won't help when he really need it. He got the right state of mind, but can't believe the face. Not to see mistakes when I proceed to take another easy way. Can I just ease the pain? Live with the blame, don't let it break your soul. Stick to your name, don't let it change your car. You seen a lot, ain't lived it all. Haters be calling, the shots ringing. They stinging like jellyfish and for guppies. The groupies love me, I'm humble. Don't look for trouble, you stumble. Don't fall, you tumble. A fumble, call it a struggle. You gotta keep holding on. 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 When you're living in, you gotta keep holding on. When you're living in, you gotta keep holding on. When you're living in, you gotta keep holding on. When you're living in, you gotta keep holding on. When you're living in the ghetto, go to sleep hungry, waking up starving. I'm slanging another rain angel like I'm falling, like a host painting. Of course I got drawback. I'ma play the only cards I got all in. I'm biting the apple of Eve's garden. You're biting to sample the street stalking. The devil in my ear, he keeps stalking. Wanna get over the fear, just keep walking. Don't look back, keep your soul intact. Look to the now instead of focus where you supposed to be at. Don't look down unless you drop $1. Show my cock the things, cock your ball. Hear me hollow in the sky, it ain't a chopper, it's a ghetto star. Shine far, come with the bars. Got flaws like used cars. To move, you lose cars. Be money, I won't stop. You funny, the joke's not. Feel crummy, a low spot. I'm ready to vote shots. You gotta keep holding on. 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 When you're living in, you gotta keep holding on. When you're living in, you gotta keep holding on. When you're living in, you gotta keep holding on. When you're living in, you gotta keep holding on. When you're living in, you gotta keep holding on. 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 Todo en calma, solo quiero que se aplique el karma. Vendo mi alma al más maldito, más motherfucker. Tengo un trauma que me hace alejarme de almohadas. Se llama Kiko, me acompaña en cada velada. Es mi llamada, viene con todo lo que me dijo. Son cajas con sonidos y letras que te pijo. Total nadie me dijo, nadie me trató de ciego. Al fin todo lo supe, pues el diablo lo predijo. Ningún camino es fácil, hay muchas puertas. Me fui por el más chueco y ando de fiesta. La música es mi cuerpo, se manifiesta. Lo tengo aquí presente, yo tirándome una siesta.
This is why I know I got my second gear, second wind. I pick up speed, I feel all controlled, cool rhythm. Let's go.
Todo en calma, solo quiero que se aplique el karma. Vendo mi alma al más maldito, más motherfucker. Tengo un trauma que me hace alejarme de almohadas. Se llama Kiko, me acompaña en cada velada. Es mi llamada, viene con todo lo que me dijo. Son cajas con sonidos y letras que te pido. Nadie me trató de ciego. Al fin todo lo supe, pues el diablo lo predijo. Ningún camino es fácil, hay muchas puertas. Me fui por el más chueco y ando de fiesta. La música es mi cuerpo, se manifiesta. Lo tengo aquí presente, yo tirándome una siesta.
Siempre relajado, bien relajado. Si ando trabajando es bien relajado. Donde quiera que ando voy relajado. Si preguntas cómo ando pues bien relajado. Siempre relajado, bien relajado. Si ando trabajando es bien relajado. Donde quiera que ando voy relajado. Si preguntas cómo ando pues bien relajado. Yo sé que la gente mira, solo ve y critica lo que hago cada mañana y el resto del día. Sonando hasta la bocina, relajado en la oficina, produciendo en la cocina para llenar la alcancía. Tiene que ser algo serio para tomarlo en serio. Relajado en lo quejando, soy serio y no grosero. Disfrutando la vida como si fuera un crucero. Motivado el trabajo para no andar en cero. Esto lo hicimos rutina, expertos en la movida, así es.
nuestra vida, activado todos los días, siempre sobre la línea, sin descanso ni guía, firmes a la melodía, enviando buena vibra, de meditación, andamos por donde quiera, que estoy es de la misma manera.
I don't know, I keep repeating myself. Why no way?
Siempre andamos sin saber lo que esperar, siempre relajado, bien relajado, si ando trabajando es bien relajado, donde quiera que ando voy relajado, si preguntas cómo ando pues bien relajado, siempre relajado, bien relajado, si ando trabajando es bien relajado, donde quiera que ando voy relajado, si preguntas cómo ando pues bien relajado, seguimos contentos,
I'm making a mental note of how many miles I put for my own personal written laws that I do.
vamos por lo nuestro.
Well, not really written, because it's on. Well, yeah, written. Typed, I guess.
Me estorban ya, si me llaman solo es hora ya de
Word document.
disfrutar. El guantemela, que no llamen ya, estamos seguros solo déjanos volar.
That's a lot of people.
Vámonos ya, de este mundo, que bien nos va, sin apuros. No me preocupa mientras yo esté, a mí no me jodan con tanto baby. Yo me encuentro bien, les dejo saber, me encuentro en la cima, bien relajados, siempre relajado, bien relajado, si ando trabajando es bien relajado, donde quiera que ando voy relajado, si preguntas cómo ando pues bien relajado, siempre relajado, bien relajado, si ando trabajando es bien relajado, donde quiera que ando voy relajado, si preguntas cómo ando pues bien relajado. Ajá, Alzada Films, Rap Trap Records, Just Bones, el pinche chato, el pa' que los controles,
Usually when I start closing in on the 4 mile, or past the 4th mile, depending on how much memory I try to delete some older videos to make more memories. Because I was only able to go like 4.5, 5 miles max. Go to video.
Parece que juego polo, como los dijo ya que nacido en un mundo cholo. A ver qué van a hacer cuando salga para el escenario, donde no escriben tus likes ni puedes rapear tu armario. Te aclaman en la gente, te respeta todo el barrio. Ya ando juntando billetes para la casa de Rosario. Love the game desde pequeño, gigante mi pinche sueño. Me lo encontré en el parque fumando mi primer leño. Supe que esto era lo mío y desde entonces no solté. Yo no creo en el matrimonio, pero sí que me casé. Jamás me podré olvidar de cómo fue que yo empecé, ni las veces que por hambre de noche lloré y recé. Jamás me podré olvidar de cómo fue que yo empecé, ni las veces que por hambre de noche lloré y recé.
So, but I've been adding some pictures too.
Cómo fue que yo empecé, como lo digo ya que nací en un mundo cholo.
We're around 3 miles now, even though I put a little bit more. Just to make it more official.
Segundo tiempo, dame tiempo, pon el 10 en la casa. Mi famita me la cola y vas a ver, nadie me saca. En mi cuadra
Sorry, my hand's getting all sweaty. So really hold on to the phone.
Por andar comiendo más una historia que se escucha, pero que no pasa. Riesgo de raquero de tanta puerta cerrada, pura cadena comprada, que su abogado los cheques. Andan soplando hielo, quieren congelar mi cheque. Llego al barrio y pido renta, tú pides un camerino. Por eso te vemos feo, ya no te quiere el destino. Diferencias abismales, un saludo a mis carnales. No hace falta mencionarlos, pues ellos ya saben cuáles son. Ellos ya saben de cuáles son. Con los que anduve en la calle bebiendo mezcal y ron. Con los que me vieron pobre y me ofrecieron su cantón. Un gallito a su salud, les dedico esta canción.
We gotta be respectable to the police officers. You gotta respect their laws, their constitutional rights. There has to be mutual respect. And let's get all the bad actors in check. Let's lock them up. Let's check them. Handle them. That way we can make this a better place for tomorrow, you know what I mean? And then one thing that I wanted to say, a message to, when it comes to